Hey everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here to do the weekly energy for all elements, fire, air, water, and earth. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are my Vibe Tribe, you know I love you. We have a lot of new subscribers lately, so welcome to the family, y'all. I am so grateful to have all these people coming into our little collective energy. And it's really powerful. I've been talking, even with me taking a break last week, I've still been talking to a lot of people going through these shifts. And I really want to say good job, because listen, when I started this channel, I wasn't really sure like how all of this was going to work out, and especially putting my face out on the internet. You never know what you're going to get, but having that intention of being drawn and led to the right people that are going to do the work with me. And this has been a very powerful change. You always wait until I get started, ma'am. No, I will get her. There's no one in the chat right now, so they'll be fine. Come on. No. She don't know what she wants, y'all. So, but yeah, there's been a lot of people reaching out, and you know what? And I'm just super proud of the fact that a lot of people in my tribe, or people that have been reaching out, know that they have to do the work, and that they're not relying on me or other readers to do the work for them. They're reaching out when they absolutely need it. And y'all are really starting to rely on yourselves to get through this process too, but also knowing that you are not alone, and it's okay to ask for help too. Like, good job, guys. So I just want to give credit where credit is due, because I know that through this Mercury retrograde, all these retrogrades, it's not just Mercury, all these eclipses, this huge purge has been happening, this upgrade in DNA. A lot of us are having what we call the ascension flu, or ascension symptoms. And, that's kind of what happened to me last week. Like, I just dug in so deep that like all this upgraded energy came in and knocked me on my ass. So I had to take that time for myself. So please take care of yourselves through this process. Know that you are not alone. If you need help, there are people out here that will help you. And I, especially with the energy that I was feeling, like before I even started, like, it's just, I was feeling really good, like really in my element. I was dancing, listening to music, and feeling great. But then as soon as I started tapping into the collective energy, like, okay, there seems to be a lot of distraction. It seems like the mind is in a lot of different places and is having a hard time actually staying focused on, either the intention or the prayer or whatever the case may be. But it's like having this goal in mind, but not being able to focus on it enough to actually get that that momentum. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that this week as well, so you don't get too distracted by outside influences. Try to keep as focused as possible on your goal. I will also say that when it comes to the collective energy of when it comes to these distractions, it can be anything, y'all, even your own mind. So this is a really good time to strengthen those abilities of bringing yourself back to self, okay? Bringing it back to the heart space, because listen, our mind can run rampant with these energies. So, make sure you're taking care of yourself, and have that awareness that if you feel like your mind is, kind of all over the place, then you're not like losing it. You know what I'm saying? So really take care of yourself and bring that awareness back to the heart space, because it did feel like the mind was just kind of like in a million different places. And even my normal routine intention, like it was a struggle to get through it. So hey Stacy, how are you doing, hun? But yeah, I mean, stay centered, stay grounded. I'm hearing stay grounded this week. But also don't be afraid to step outside the box, but keep that goal that goal that you have, okay? Push past the fear, push past the distractions, and keep that goal, that bigger picture in mind, whatever that is for you this week. So if you are new to my channel, how I usually do this is we go through the elements with the weeklies, okay? So we're going to go through fire, earth, water, air, in whatever order, but we always do a collective energy first. I know this is kind of a long intro, but it is what it is. This is what Spirit's telling me to say, and you know, it might be something that you need to hear. So be aware of those energies this week. So with that being said, we're going to start with the collective. I am going to post the timestamps in the comments below. So if you resonate with me, my energy, or these messages, make sure to give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, comment, whatever it is. And if anyone would like to donate or get a personal reading, all my information is down below in the description box. So let's see, 603 for the collective. So we're going to pull 3 of the Archangel Power, and then we're going to pull a theme from the Earth Warrior Oracle, okay? So let's see what we got going on, collective. What's the big message for this week? Yes, no wonder, guys. So listen, I really feel like when it comes to any past heartache, and I know a lot of us have been going through this, okay? Yeah, you're choosing to invest your energy in different areas. You're not allowing this past energy to continue with you any longer. So a lot of us have been going through this, of really going through this process of what's been the triggers, what's needing to be released, what's needing to be healed. We're tired of feeling this fucking pain. We're tired of going through this lesson. So many people have been saying, how many more lessons do I need to learn? A lot. Okay. It is never ending, y'all. It just gets easier. Right. And that's what I really want to say. It never stops. It just gets easier. The more you do the work, the more you release attachment, and the more acceptance you have of your situation, instead of, because it's really what really hurts the heart and our energy is us trying to control everything. We do not have that much control, y'all. So when it comes to releasing yourself of things, you know, of course you're not gonna, no matter how badass you think you might be, you don't need to stay in any situations that are gonna keep repeating the same cycles. You're choosing to place your energy in better places, and you're moving away from anything that is, you know, constantly showing itself as either a waste of time, a waste of energy, things that are constantly proving to you that they are not of equal reciprocation. And you know, you're knowing that now that you can release that past because you are moving on to bigger and better things, and you're in search for that happiness that is going to help you heal these situations that have happened in your past that have caused you to, you know, have this blockage around your heart and not really be open to, you know, the generosity of the universe. Because what we don't understand most of the time is when we are going through these things in our lives and we're just seeing misery everywhere, it's because we're feeling miserable inside and we're still holding on to these past things, and we think that this is going to keep continuing, but it doesn't have to. We can say, fuck that all. We're choosing love. We're choosing light. We are choosing to follow our spiritual journey. We are choosing to follow our soul's purpose. And we know that there is better things out there waiting for us because we are worthy. We are deserving. And most of the people that are drawn to my channel are light workers. We have a bigger purpose here. So we don't need to stay in this state of dissatisfaction or this state of, you know, longing for more, because it's already here. We already have this. It's like uncovering the truth. It's not finding truth. It's uncovering it. So This is telling you now is definitely the time to start severing those energetic cords. It's time to start making the necessary steps to move forward, even if you have to plan ahead. Because I know that I'm getting some of you are in situations that aren't so easy to just up and walk away. So now is the time to start really planning, like, how are you going to move forward? How are you going to provide for your future and make sure that you have this 10 of Pentacles energy, where you know that the time and energy that you are investing in yourself and in your journey is going to pay off. You don't want to stay in any situation that you know is a dead end, right? So you might as well go ahead and start taking the necessary steps to detach yourself to go towards what your soul is really calling for. And listen, the leap of faith and this, oh man, that's going to be a huge week, okay? A huge week for the collective. We have the leap of faith. So they're telling you this is the week. This is the week to have that inner child freedom, light up the world, just start moving in that direction. There are going to be new opportunities for you at hand. Believe in yourself, trust your heart, do what gives you joy, because there are things in your life that are offering hope, that are offering inspiration, balancing out the energies, healing, forgiveness, alignment, right? All these things are coming up for you, especially if you are dealing with a soulmate, twin flame energy. You will start to see things more clearly when you choose yourself, when you choose your happiness. What is lighting up your life should never be dependent on someone else, y'all. Okay, you will start to understand why all these things. I feel like a lot of people are going to start getting signs and synchronicities of why some things in your past cannot be in your life any longer, or in at this point in time. Okay, so you're really going to start to come more to this acceptance and choose to follow your own path regardless of who is on it with you, because you're tired of waiting around. You're tired of missing out on opportunities because you're waiting for someone else to catch up. This is not that time. You already know you have planted your seeds, you have invested wisely, and you are moving towards the bigger goal, the bigger picture here. And you know that anything in your life that is meant to be there will catch up, okay? So damn, y'all. Woo, Spirit's on fire today. Let's see what the theme card is, because we'll go on all day. I know you will. Okay. Yeah. This is about, knowing that there are intersections that are going to be happening. I feel like some of you are going to be crossing paths with someone, or crossing paths with opportunities that are going to help you take that next step. Okay. You are also getting a lot of messages, especially for my light worker friends who are, that bridge like me between heaven and earth. We are receiving these messages for a reason, so that we can help raise the vibration and bring that awareness to the people on this planet. This is also talking about using our masculine energy to take charge and say, this is what I do. This is who I am. And I trust Spirit's answers. I trust their guidance to lead me in the direction that I need to go in. They will lead me to the opportunities I need in order to move into the next phase of my life. Some of these intersections are going to feel like they just came out of nowhere, but that's how Spirit works, right? So it's like all these things are just going to start lining up for you to help you move forward. We have circle cross of tenon, which is the rare intersection of heaven and earth, the medicine horse, progress on path, and honor the light. So this is about honoring the light within, y'all, honoring the light in our environment and choosing to see that love no matter what our environment looks like. It's because whatever we're perceiving is going to have power. So know that you have what it takes to succeed. You have the the power already within you to move forward. And especially when you have that faith and spirit to help guide you, then you know that you are on the right path because you are in alignment and you are listening to spirit's messages. So, and if you aren't, then you better be tuning in because they speak in a whole lot of stuff. So all right, y'all. I hope that helps y'all as a collective message. And listen, if it don't, that's okay too. I really don't care because I know that this message is going to resonate with someone. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then it simply is not for you. Okay, these are general messages. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. There are plenty of other readers out here, and listen, I dig deeper than just the normal bullshit. So, oh, and by the way, if you don't like cussing, take a hard left because I don't really give a fuck. So, okay. I am who I be, right? Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Robert. All right. So who do we want to start with? All right. They want to go Earth. So let's 15, 14. Okay. Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on, my friends. What is that? 4 of Cups. Okay. That is your past energy. What is the current energy for Earth signs? That is way too many. Okay. All right. And possible future outcome, please. One of my friends looked at my deck the other day and she goes, "You must use this a lot, or you've had it a long time." I was like, "I use it a lot." A lot. I love it. I love it. Yes, girl. Yes. I am feeling something serious. Something serious. All right. So it just feels so damn good to be back. I'm serious. I missed y'all. I miss y'all. Like something serious. I was telling Michelle that the other day. Yesterday. I cannot wait to get back on because I miss my tribe. I don't know what I'd do without y'all. All right. Ooh, okay. Wow. I don't know if I've never gotten this card or if I've just never really looked at it. Then stern within. Earth signs. Okay, this is going to be a huge week for courage. Okay, and a huge time for reflection as well. You are going to have to trust your inner guidance system for real. Okay, there is ancient wisdom. I'm sorry, they're not even letting me go to this message. They are just sucking me right in. There is ancient wisdom being bestowed upon you. Okay. Not only do we have the owl and the ancestors here to help you, so we have the ancestors and the spiritual realm bringing these messages in, especially during the nighttime. So if you are having dreams or downloads, like when you're trying to go to sleep, into what is going on, but it's also a sense of needing to meditate more if you are not. But those who are meditating, especially at night, this is a really strong time for you to receive those messages about this transformation that's happening this week. And it's about you connecting to the Divine Mother. Okay, she is stirring this flame within. Like, okay, do you see this? Within the sacral and the solar plexus, like she is lighting you up, and it's because you are open to receiving the connection here. See, your aura is expanding because you're listening to her wisdom, right? And this transformation is happening because you're allowing these messages to come through. But with the Puma here, this is saying that you will know when it's time to take that step back and just simply receive versus when you need to act. This is not about impulsive. This is about knowing when to pounce, when to step back, when to stalk your prey, right? I hate to say that, but it is. It's like seeing your goal and knowing that when the time is right, you will know when to act, okay? So I will read that afterwards, but that's definitely the message that I get. Okay. So, hey, Jason, hey, Nelson, Cynthia. Oh, guys, I love y'all. Okay. So this is the message for the earth signs. We have the 4 of Cups. Okay. So again, this goes with the collective message. There are certain things in your past that have been keeping you distracted from the bigger picture, okay? From opportunities that Spirit has been trying to hand you or, really bring into your line of awareness. There's a lot of transformation happening around these past influences as well, especially when it comes to the emotional aspect of how you feel about your past, really, is what I'm hearing, okay? So some of you earth signs could be looking back on your past and be like, damn, that was a shitty fucking ride. You know what I'm saying? But listen, it's not fucking shitty because it taught you exactly who you are. It got you to this point. And the way I look at it is no matter how much crap that we have gone through, us earth signs have really been through the ringer, okay? And a lot of us have, but my point is that the earth signs have really had to dig deep because we hate change. We hate change, okay? Let me tell y'all, especially Taurus. It just, no, we will dig our heels in the sand, right? So dig your heels in the sand. It's like one of those things where we get so caught up on the past, and now it's finally that time where we look at it with more compassion instead of looking at it like, damn, all these things didn't happen for me. No, of course they didn't happen for you because they weren't meant for you, or they left your life because they already served its purpose. And I feel like the earth signs are really starting to look at things from a different point of view and not looking at their past with so much disappointment anymore, because they're realizing, again, all the lines are starting to connect, all the dots are starting to connect. So it's like now we're coming to a clearer picture of why these past disappointments happened, or why these opportunities were not received so well due to a lack of self-confidence or a lack of self-love, right? All right, Nicole, see you later. But this is really about choosing to come to a new understanding of life and say, it shall be no more. I am not going to self-sabotage anymore. I am not going to hold myself back. I am not going to let fear, pride, or ego run this show anymore. And I am simply saying, you can bow the fuck out. Okay? I am not going to hold myself back from Spirit's opportunities for freedom, for success, for excitement and adventure. I am saying enough is enough, and I am choosing to put these situations behind me, and I am choosing myself so I can move forward, so I can learn from my experience and move forward with grace and dignity, and knowing that I can count on myself to get the job done, right? Because I found peace within myself. I've also learned to understand that I might not have all the answers, but I know that I can trust in myself to cut any bullshit out that is not serving me. And I can finally accept offers that are going to be beneficial for my long-term standard. You know what I'm saying? And it's because you have been through it. You have been through the battles, you have been through the war, and you are finally saying, you know what, ego, you can take a seat. You can take a seat because you are not running this show anymore. That is honestly what I am feeling. And it's like choosing to let the logic, I feel like there's a balance between the heart and the mind that's coming into play now, where again you are receiving these messages and grounding yourself more so that you can honestly understand why these things, or how much time you've wasted on trying to fix or solve other people's problems, or, you know, to be so invested in other people's relationships or in their lives that you forgot about your own. This is not the time to do that anymore, because you are here for a bigger purpose. When you learn to take care of yourself and you learn to put your pride and your ego on the back step and say, you know what, my heart is starting to take over. When I allow my mind to take a step back and not run with fear anymore, because I know what I need to do in order to move forward and take control over my life again, instead of feeling out of control, okay? This is where you are going to have the most benefit, right? Because you're finally taking authority about any decisions, or anyone you feel is taking advantage of you is gone. Anybody that you feel is not aligned with your path, you are walking on, and you are finally choosing what direction you need to move in and allowing the karmic wheel to turn in your favor. Okay, that is what I see for Earth signs. So I'm just saying, y'all. It's going to be a powerful week. Trust that. Okay. So, blessings of Camus. No good thing shall be withheld. The universe wants to express its creativity, healing, and brilliance through you. Told you. It does not want to be limited to repeating what has already been. You are putting your ego on the back seat now. Okay. Newness needs to burst through you into startling expressions of abundant life. You are guided into unknown territory, guiding to go beyond that which you have known yourself and your world to be, so that something original and necessary can be brought to life. The universe knows all that you are in need of, so that you can best attain your destiny. All shall be provided for you. Expand your faith and allow for greater workings of great spirit. Resources are coming to you now. If you have been laid back, or if you have been in lack, limitation, or anxiety about such things happening, relax and substitute your stress for absolute trust that the universe will provide all good things with generosity and grace. If you find this challenging, take it one step at a time, reprogramming your heart and your mind into new habits of peaceful trust. What did I fucking say, y'all? I'm telling y'all, okay? Y'all better listen up, because all this is coming. Whoop, whoop. All right? Right back around. So listen, Linda, okay? So, damn, that shit got me. All right. It will feel much better to live like this. Amen. It is not foolish, but wisdom that embraces such unconditional faith. Know that the provision of all resources required is a certainty. The only variables that are the details of how the journey unfolds. When you tune into your heart, you'll remember that you are loved, protected, and guided in every moment. Trust the universe. Damn. Okay. Okay, Earth signs. I see you. Hey, Christina G. How you doing, hun? Man, these spirits on fire today. Yep, they said, let's just go on to fire then. Let's go on to fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the past energy, please? What's the past influence? The Knight of Pentacles. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's the current energy? Queen of Swords. A lot of Queen of Swords, man. What's the possible future outcome? There's too many. I'm going to see if they come back out. What's the future energy for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? Okay. So I feel like some of you are going to really have to take, what you got behind there? Sorry, I'm nosy, guys. Give me a second. Yes. Okay, so you're going to have to take a little break. Okay. Take some time for reflection this week. Fire signs. Okay. This is not the week to go rushing in. This is the time to really take a place of contemplation. We have the King of Pentacles on the bottom. So some of you might be dealing with Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or have this in your chart. I also see Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and very strong Aquarius and Leo energy here. But I do see that in order for you, especially for those of you that are like on this career, you know, like what's your next step in the career? What's the next step in your purpose or your mission? I feel like in order for you to get the clear picture of how you're going to bring all of this about, like to actually make it successful, then you are going to have to really lean into your faith and go in to that state of meditation and receiving, so that you can see more clearly of how all of this is truly going to benefit you and make your life more fulfilling in general. Because we do have the Ace of Pentacles here, so this could be a brand new opportunity for you. Maybe you start up a new job, you know, start something new within your career or entrepreneurship, but you have your eye on a picture and you're just waiting for things to kind of play out, okay? Which I do see with the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So if you are looking for clarity, then this is the time to really reflect and ask for guidance, okay? Trust your own understanding, because this isn't the time to look for outside validation or confirmation. This is a really good time for you to trust your own understanding, okay? The Sage of Higher Knowledge came out. So, and she who rides the owl brings justice. Well, you got two owls, so I'm telling you, that's a big old sign from Spirit. It says, listen to us. Listen to us, okay? So fire signs. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Star card. So very similar to the Earth signs, just in a different layout. So this is telling you that you have really taken your time in your past, okay? When it comes to which, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but this is also the most devoted to their journey, okay? So good morning, everyone. But this is like knowing that you have so much to accomplish, but it's also about taking the slow but diligent steps to get where you be and to see everything clearly for what it is, so you can put all those pieces to the puzzle together so that there is no such thing as failure, right? This is not a time to be doubting yourself and all the hard work that you've put into it, because whatever this opportunity is, you have been preparing yourself. So you are ready for this task at hand, whatever that is for you, okay? But this is also saying that you're kind of like making this detailed plan of how to bring all of this into fruition, so that you know that everything turns out, if not as you expected, better than you expected. And that's where having that faith comes in too, because you have not only been trusting yourself, but you've been trusting Spirit and staying devoted to your path and having that higher understanding of why you've had to take these steps to get where you are now, which is the Queen of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, but I feel this is more of your energy, where you have seen things more clearly and why you had to take all these steps, right? The Queen of Swords does talk about, you know, having to cut some people out, and that's okay, because listen, sometimes she can get a little chop, you know, happy, scissor happy, whatevs, but it's one of those things where she knows. I feel like fire signs are a walk-in lie detector lately, okay? So you are trusting your own understanding of how people are showing up in your life. You understand what's bullshit and what's not. You go for what feels good. You move away from anything that doesn't. And you are not waiting around playing games because you worked too damn hard to get here. You know what I'm saying? So you've learned to rely on yourself. And even though she is definitely one of those people that can be a little bit more cold, especially when it comes to emotions, deep down, she's got a big heart and she only wants what's best for her life, right? And she's not willing to wait around and waste any time because she's got bigger things to do, okay? With the star card being here, whether you are male or female, this is just saying that you know what you need to do and you have been through this crap before, that you're not just going to let any little speed bump deter you from what your overall goal is. And now you're starting to understand and trust yourself more when it comes to your intuition and your connection to spirit, because you see the bigger picture. You see the bigger picture and how everything has aligned for you and how everything has balanced out for you to get to this point of the star, which is all about hope, inspiration. I see a dragonfly on the fence. So this is about your transformation as well. And I feel like this is like really finding that confidence within and believing in yourself that this situation was meant for you. Okay, you received the information from spirit that says, move forth, my child. Okay, you hear the messages, trust in me. Trust in me. I got your back. Okay. The difficult situations are over and you are moving to a higher understanding of why all these things have played out the way that they have. And now you are going to see the benefits of all of your hard work come together. Okay. So let's see what these messages have to say. So 12, and you know me, I like to read these because they're just so beautiful. Seek what is true, even beyond the logical. If something doesn't feel right, challenge it and dig deeper. Educate and inform yourself on matters of importance to you. Trust that your mind is strong and bright enough to do this. Enhance your self-esteem by researching for information and trusting your intuition to help you discern what is useful and true. Have faith in your own mental abilities. If others have criticized you or made you feel inadequate in understanding, cast that off as belonging to the past and not relevant to you now. You will become immune to manipulation by others who may be convincing but not necessarily accurate or helpful. Trust the power of your mind to receive and recognize the answers that you need. You will find your way. Test all opinions, advice, research, and alleged facts according to your own intuition and instinct. Select that which is helpful for you and notice that which is best cast aside, even if it's just for a time. Seek information and assistance from those that you feel can assist you, and yet place no human advisor above the ultimate divine authority, which will guide you on how to proceed through a deep inner knowing. There is always new knowledge beyond existing boundaries of thought. We simply need to be open and willing to receive it with patience, discernment, and trust in the greater guiding power. The Oracle of Amuda comes to you with guidance that an answer is coming, an important piece of information, and that when you are centered in your heart, you will recognize that for what it is and know how to proceed. Wow. Okay. So then we also have, she who rides the owl brings justice. I am the goddess of karma, wealth, and balance. Damn. I come to correct a dharma, that which is dark, unnatural, and against nature, life, love, and goodness. I redress the misuse of wealth and power. I enact divine justice and restore divine order. Trust in the innocence of your own soul and fear not, for I am ever watchful and my power brings truth. Divine justice is always brought to bear. Don't waste your valuable time and energy worrying about people getting away with things. It is not possible. Everything is balanced out by karma in the long run. If you feel down or depressed, take action immediately to reconnect to joy, healing energy, and vitality of spirit. All things are measured and metered by clear divine vision, and your job is to put your faith in the work of the divine whilst you tend to your own journey with trust and commitment. Damn. Right there. See, you've already done the work and you're like you're not letting anything deter you from what your overall goal is, which is overall happiness. So keep doing the good work, fire signs. All right. So let's go water. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. So you're so welcome, Nelson. All right. So past energy, we have the Hermit. What's the current energy for water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Two of Staffs. All right. And what's the future? New beginnings. All right. So definite Scorpio energy coming out to play. You are ready to move forward, guys. All right. If there is anything that you feel you are unclear on or you don't have all the answers yet, this is a good time for reflection, okay? For anyone, all signs across the board, they are saying that if you are not clear, this is where you need to trust your own understanding, and you need to take that time to meditate, reflect, and trust. Like, this is not the time to be looking outside of yourself or listening to everyone else's opinions. You have to trust your own, okay? They are being very clear on that. So, okay. So with the Hermit card being in your past environment, okay, your past energy, you have probably done a lot of reflection. There might still be things that you are just not clear on, and that's okay. But you have definitely evolved with your spiritual growth and the way that you trust the divine guidance, okay? You are definitely learning to show up in your environment more with more faith, more accuracy, and more light in all of your situations. But you also know that if you do not have the energy or the support that you need in order to make things happen, then you know that you have that ability to tune within and gain that information or that support from the divine, because all you have to do is ask, y'all. Like, this is not the time to feel like you are alone, because you are free and you are supported. So if you feel like you are lacking that energy, then they are asking you. All you have to do is ask, and we'll be there for you, okay? So this is about shining your own light and trusting that wherever spirit is guiding you is for your highest good. And that when we put our fear and our doubt aside, then we know what actions need to be taken, because we do have the Knight of Staffs and the Page of Staffs. So there could be a message coming through like, I am tired of waiting around and waiting for this clarity, because just ready to move forward. I know what I want, right? And I'm ready to move fast. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or you could be dealing with someone from your past, a childhood friend, or someone you've been with in past lifetimes that is just feeling cold and disconnected. Like, y'all are not on the same page, but in the end, you're going to have to make your own independent decision when it comes to your higher knowledge and what it is that you want to create for yourself, because you got it going on. If you're ready to move, then move. But if you're not sure, then you better ask for clarification and ask for clear guidance and support, okay? But I do feel for the most of you, you have a clear picture of what it is that you want, or you're coming to that realization that, you know, there's a crossroads happening. There is something that you are coming up to that is about to make a significant change in your life. And you want to be on the same page as those in your life, right? Anyone who is on this journey with you, you want that understanding to know, like, listen, we're not going through this bullshit again, right? See all this darkness and the cloud back here? It looks like something just blew up, right? But there's two people walking forward to the lighter side of things. And it's about people sharing the same vision. So it's like you can't move forward until both of you are on the same page, whether that be multiple people in your life or someone specific that might come up for you. But this is saying that great progress is available when you say, okay, enough is enough. I am clear on what I want. Are you clear on what you want? We are not letting fear, we are not letting doubt, we are not letting any of this bullshit come with us. We are moving into a new phase because it is the death of our old life. It's the death of our ego, is the death of our pride, and we need to make a new start. We need to be able to enjoy our lives. And this is about leaving things behind and starting over again. Forgiving and being compassionate with the way that we have shown up, or with the things that we have allowed to go on into our lives. And now we're saying, it doesn't even matter anymore. We are on to a new chapter. We are on to a new phase, and I'm ready to start over. And I see things so clearly. I'm just ready to move. But if there is anything that's holding you up, and a lot of it is due to heartbreak, due to fear, okay, we have the Three of Swords. And I mean, this is the Four, but she's always meditating on that clarity, right? That truth, her inner truth, because our emotions from our past can really distort things and keep us from moving forward because of fear. And the fear does not need to be involved in this anymore. It's like just putting that past, having faith, moving forward, and knowing that when you are on the same page that you can make shit happen. But if not, then you have to rely on yourself to do it. Okay? Because you know that the answers you have received, the signs, the synchronicities, the push, the pull that you are feeling to move forward. And I'm getting this like weird pain in my right arm. So this could be, things coming from the mother side of the family where there's just not like a lot of support, or there's a lot of fear that's being like held back, right? That's kind of what it feels like to not really fully move forward. And again, that's not going to be for everyone, but there is something with the mother side of the family where it's just like someone's not wanting you to move on to the next phase, and you can't let other people hold you back. Okay. So, this is also about stepping into your purpose, water signs. And this is about trusting that when you do what spirit is asking you to do, and having faith that they will lead you where you need to be, and at the right time and with the right circumstances, you will get what you need. Okay. But there is a lot about moving on to a new phase or a new chapter in life. And this is putting the past behind you so that you can see that happiness and that brilliance again. Because with the new beginnings, the death card, there's always that final ending. So something brand new can begin. Okay. So with your theme cards, we have Star of Venus, which I have never got, and Kin of the Red Hawk Tribe. Interesting. Okay. So let's see how these all tie in together. Which Venus is all about the heart space, all about love. So let's see if I can pronounce this. Chakaska. Star of Venus supports an inner shift to higher consciousness. Whether or not you consider yourself to be financially skillful, part of your sacred power and purpose includes the healing of economic and financial matters in your own life and the world. You are meant to experience abundance, creating and sharing prosperity from a place of inner spiritual security. And a healing liberation from poverty consciousness allows the universe to work through you more easily without the obstruction of negative conditioning. Financial healing is indicated. Let go of fear and trust unconditionally that the universe is supporting you. What brings you a sense of joy, purpose, and passionate devotion? Focus on that. Believe in your ability to thrive by being and expressing your authentic self. Notice how you relax into flow and more easily attract what you need when you acknowledge that the universe wants you to flourish through being you. Focus on putting your beautiful beliefs out into the world, not in consuming the negativity or fear of others. Give of your spirit abundantly. Nothing is beyond the reach of divine assistance. Trust in this, and you can fulfill your purpose of being a positive influence in the world. Wow. Hey, Ellie, how are you? All right, 39 rising. the Anka, kin of the Red Hawk tribe. On the wings of the red-tailed hawk, a divine message comes. Your spiritual maturity has evolved into genuine power and discernment. You have earned your stripes. Acknowledgement is granted. Trust yourself and your destiny. You are ready. Trust in your sense of timing, which is excellent, and allow the divine to support you as you hover until the moment comes for you to fearlessly plunge into your forthcoming adventure. A divine message is here for you now, so be open to the signs from the universe. You are more mature spiritually than you may realize. You have an ability to share wisdom and honesty with your tribe. If you are still searching for your tribe, trust yourself. You will recognize them instinctively when you meet them, even if on the outside they seem different from you. You are seeing things clearly, so trust your vision and have patience. Speak your truth, but do so with compassion because your words have greater influence than you may realize. When the moment is right, take action. A way will be shown for you to manifest your spiritual light in this world in practical ways. Damn. Okay. Okay. Water signs. Just saying. All right, guys. Air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Woo, man. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the past influence, please? What is the past influence for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? That one. Okay. Finding that truth, guys. Finding that truth, that clarity. All right. So what is the current energy for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. Someone is trying to come up with a clever way to share a message. Like, how do we move forward? We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Staffs, especially with the Ace of Swords being in the y'all's energy is totally different than everyone else's. So let's see. What is the overall possible future outcome for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Why did I just trip over Libra? What be happening, y'all? Okay. So listen, air signs. You got woo shut. Okay. Listen, if you are feeling any sort of resistance when it comes to your money, it's because, you're creating that resistance. Hey, Dewey. You have everything that, and I don't feel like it's necessarily just money either, because the Ten of Pentacles talks about everything, like everything that you want on an emotional and material aspect. It's like having that happy life, happy relationships, happy home, everything in your life is glorious. You know what I'm saying? But with the Nine of Wands being behind that, and especially with the Four of Pentacles being in front of that, there's a lot of blockages that are kind of keeping this energy from transpiring, especially when it comes to working well in cooperative partnerships, right? But you know what you want. Like, you're very clear. So especially with this being here, it's like, aha, I've got my answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, spirit done dropped a truth bomb on your ass, and that's what it feels like. But there's still this resistance, and that's why I feel a little confused, conflicted, and it's because you're so guarded. Yeah. There could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe that you're arguing with, or that, there's a relationship that's coming to a close, or just there's a lot of trust issues here that I'm seeing that need to be worked on. Okay. And see, it's so weird how the energy just shifts like that, but it is what it is. Okay. So, um, I see that in the recent past, it's like, especially with the two aces, man, you have the ace of swords and the ace of wands here. So there's definitely something that you're very passionate about, that you are like really wanting to move forward with. Okay. There's something that has stirred your creative energy, something that has made you feel inspired, something that you really like are very curious about and want to move forward, but there is that resistance and that fear that's involved. So those are things that we got to move past. Okay, don't allow the bumps in the road to hinder the progress, because you need to be able to speak up for yourself. You need to be able to take action on anything that you need to, that's going to bring more abundance in your life. Follow your heart, not your mind. Okay, it's about balancing being able to make a logical decision when you know that your heart is in the right space. You know what I'm saying? When we live in a state of fear, then our ego is in the driver's seat, and the ego is there for a reason to tell us, what feels good, what doesn't. But if our ego is in the driver's seat, then we are living in a state of fear and in a state of resistance. Okay. So in your current energy with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, some of you could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or this is just saying like, there's something that you feel is meant for you and that you are slowly moving towards, but there are some things that either need to be cleaned up, okay, or there is a message that is coming that will be celebrated so that you can clear up these energies and move forward together. Again, like the water signs, the storm here in the back. Maybe this is someone that you've had, kind of a troubling time with. Maybe there's a lot of things that weren't so clear before, and now y'all are clearing that communication up with the Page of Pentacles. And to say like, okay, well, this is how we need to move forward in order for this to work out, because you can't move forward until this communication is cleared up. And this could have taken a long time to get to this point of saying, hey, this is what I want. This is how I'm feeling. And it feels almost so robotic. So that's telling me that the ego is definitely in place, because you're not sure how it's going to be received, right? But when we allow our heart to just speak what needs to be spoken, then it comes out more fluidly. Don't be afraid of your emotions being heard, guys, okay? Because usually our emotions are much more received than when we are letting our brain like logically explain everything. When the emotions are felt, then it is more trustworthy, I feel, especially if you're dealing with anyone in your life that is going through what we are going through. But what I am seeing is and what I'm seeing though is you will be successful in leaving these past things behind. So, especially if it is a third party situation, or just outside influences that have been affecting you from moving forward to what it is that you have been thinking about, dreaming about, whatever it is that you've been resisting, but know that is meant to be in your life somehow. You're finally putting that aside, and you're saying, I see those two cups. I see that connection, and I want to move forward, and I will be successful in attaining this goal. I know it was meant for me. I know that this is a perfectly packaged deal, and that spirit has led me to it. And I understand why nothing worked out before, to help me understand that this was truly made for me. Right? So, your theme card, we have the Pachamama. Hope I said that right. Which, of course, is all about following the heart. So she with the Andean emerald heart. The goddess of the earth, honored by the indigenous people of Andes, holds space for many different creatures to live within her field, including the crazy, beautiful, dangerous, and divine humanity. She knows that life thrives through diversity. She is able to foster life with such genius and generosity because there is no fear preventing her from holding space for the new to emerge. Be open to the new and the different in yourself and in your life. Trust like Mother Earth as an act of devotion. She is watching over you as you evolve to manifest the fullness of your sacred and original life purpose. Don't hold back from what is happening. Things need to change, so let them change. It may seem chaotic or overwhelming now. However, when you realize that you don't need to figure it all out, you will relax, allowing the wisdom of what is happening at a deeper level to unfold. Trust that your inner resources are enough and will grow to meet your needs for soul expression in the world. You may sometimes feel like you are juggling too many projects with too few arms. The Divine Mother can help you if you trust her to keep an eye on things and guide the process for you. This oracle indicates that peace and harmony will eventually triumph over conflict and challenge, bringing about a new way of being. Okay? So follow your heart, guys, because listen, it's about balancing the energies out. Yes, you should be able to think logically about things, but you should also know that when we follow our heart, then it just all makes sense. And even if it doesn't, we can trust it, because again, you can't make a wrong decision when you're following your heart. Don't allow fear or pride to step in and ruin things for you, and you might miss out on an opportunity. Okay, so I hope that helps, guys, and I wish you all the best of luck. I'm about to get started on the leap of faith, so I hope these messages resonate with you on some level. If they do, make sure to give this a thumbs up, share with your friends, drop me a comment. If you want to donate, there is a donation link down below. I appreciate everyone who has reached out for personal readings or for donations. I love you guys so much. And if anyone does need a personal reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. All my information is down below in the description box. I appreciate every single one of you for showing up today. And, just take care of yourselves. Really soak in these messages. Allow Spirit to guide you in whatever way they need to. And listen to your inner voice, guys. Listen to your inner. So I love y'all. Thank you for being here. And I will talk to all of you very soon. Okay, bye.